We'll get started. First question, Jonathan Fagan.
Well, Stephen, besides missing what guys could bring, their contributions when they are sitting out, what impact does that have or not have when the lineup has to change each night on developing chemistry and cohesiveness with each other?
Yeah, it has a lot to do with it. We have guys who are kind of trying to find their role within the group, and their role can change from game to game, whether it's being a primary ball handler or not, or being like a defensive energy guy to someone that we're going to need some scoring from. So, as far as the continuity of the group and really getting a feel for where your role is and how you can be effective in the scope of the group, it does affect it quite a bit. You know, we're basically just trying to win the game in any form or fashion that we can because of the circumstance. But ideally, you would want guys kind of having the same role, having the same minutes within the same rotation as the previous game or the previous few games. But we haven't really had that all season. So, like I said, we're just trying to win the games as they come. And hopefully at some point we'll have some continuity where we have the same group, the same starters, the same guys off the bench in the same roles, for a good stretch.
Thank you.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, Eric played both games of your first two back-to-backs. Was the reasoning for holding him out last night just based on you guys have such a condensed schedule right now, or did he report something after that last back-to-back?
No, it was based on the cumulative effect of all of these games, day after day, every other day, back-to-backs, everything. We knew at some point he was going to need a game where he can kind of reset a little bit, and last night was that game.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Coach, outside of an additional ball handler, what are some of the other dynamics do you see when John Wall is out there on the court on both sides of the floor?
Yeah, John gets us going with his, obviously, like you said, his ball handling, but his playmaking. He could draw a second defender. He can make plays off pick and roll. He also has a really good feel for who needs a shot, kind of getting us organized offensively and getting us spaced well without me having to call the plays every single time down. And then on the defensive end, he's very good at ball pressure. He's switchable, and he's just smart. His smarts are something that we need on both ends of the floor. And he is vocal on both ends. He's smart on both ends, and we need him. So it's good to have him back tonight.
Ben DeBose.
Coach, how is David feeling after the fall in the last minute last night, and is he good to go tonight?
He's good to go tonight. Yeah, I think he's a little sore, but he's okay.
Kelly Eco.
Hey, Coach, just tonight and moving forward, I know you always talk about the need of having a ball handler and a playmaker to initiate offense. Do you want to get more time together with players like John, Daniel, and DeMarcus specifically?
Yeah, I mean, Daniel helps when it comes to that. His ability to get out in transition and, Euro step or just kind of attack the rim or the paint, and he can make plays that way. It's important for us to do that, because without Christian, we have to figure out ways to manufacture some easy baskets, and Daniel's one of those guys. Cuz and John together are a good pair, and they read each other well, especially as Cuz is rolling or popping and pick and roll. The other guy that's important in kind of that vein as far as having someone who can be versatile with the basketball is Jae'Sean. Jae'Sean can, bring the ball to the floor if necessary, as we've seen, but he can also drive the ball with purpose and make plays.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Steven, can you give us your starters for tonight?
Yeah, it'll be John, Eric, Jae'Sean, Tuck, and Cuz.
Adam Spolin.
Steven, I kind of wanted to circle back to your first answer. Is there a feeling like you just want to be able to get through these next 3 or 4 weeks, and then you can kind of take a breath, you'll have the break, you'll get a little bit of, you can have some actual practice time and really start to build a little bit more with what this group can do?
I wish we had that luxury, but we can't really. There's no time in the schedule to kind of just wait until this stretch is over because we could find ourselves in a hole. So yeah, without Christian and with very limited practice time, we're just gonna have to really like grind it out and do our best to figure out ways to win games and figure out ways to be effective on the floor. And like you're saying, we don't even really know what the schedule looks like after All-Star break. You know, I mean, we don't know whether we're going to have a bunch of back-to-backs. We don't know whether it's going to be a little bit more spread out and we'll have more practice time. Really don't have a feel for what it's going to look like. So in the I guess vein of this whole season, the scope of this whole season as far as being adaptable and taking it game by game and week by week, that's what we're going to have to do in this stretch right here, especially when we don't have Christian.
Thank you, Coach. We
Yep.
appreciate your time.